Hi everyone, this is Nikki Rowland and today I'm designing a layout for the Scraptember prompts that's going on throughout the month of September. Today's prompt is sparkle and I can't tell you how much that's so right up my street, just totally the perfect prompt for me. So I have gone all out glittery on this layout and I'm scrapbooking photos of my little girl and my husband, her daddy, on the day they went out to see Aladdin in London. And it was a big sparkly show I've seen it before as well, and full of glitter and wonderful stuff. This was the perfect these were the perfect photos for a sparkly layout. So I have cut the Aladdin's lamp, or a genie lamp, which actually a Confessions of a Paper Addict cut file, and I've cut the lamp, and then it comes with a cloud of smoke as well. So I've cut the cloud of smoke twice. Now it's got lots of detail on it, and I've cut it out of a grey or silver cardstock, and I've backed it with glittery pink paper or card. The lamp itself, I've done the same. I have cut it from silver cardstock, and then I have backed it with silver glitter card. So completely awesome look, very, very glittery. Couldn't get much more glittery than that, to be honest. Okay, so moving on to my background. I loved this paper. It's by Shimelle. It's her Sparkle City collection, and it's that lovely rich purple. Not this one, this is just another background. This one here, and it looks like it's raining glitter. So that was an ideal background. It's a bit dark for me. I normally love a white background, I was struggling a little bit to come to terms with the fact that I was using a dark purple background for my background. I also loved the other side of the paper and was sad to cover that up. So I have just trimmed that down to 11.5 inches square and distressed the edges, and then stuck it onto that blue, navy blue background. That's also a piece of Shimelle Sparkle City, but it was one that I'd used the middle of to cut a different cut file from for a different layout. So therefore I always cut my cut files like that from the middle of the paper, so that I then have a border frame that I can use to back normally a piece of white for my background. So anyway, I'm using that as that's my background sorted. I don't need to add any glitter to the background itself because it's already got raining glitter on it. It's a shame it's not actually glittered, but it looks like it. You can see my fantastic Aladdin's lamp there, and the clouds of smoke. That's all super sparkly and glittery. So I'm just arranging my two photos. I've got a close-up photo of my husband and my daughter, and then I've got another photo of her rubbing the Aladdin's lamp. So how perfect is this cut file for these photos? So yeah, I'm just going through and adding a few bits from the Sparkle City collection. So I'm pulling out some ephemera, bits and pieces that will work in this cluster. You can see I've just pulled it out, but you can see that I have a piece of the Speciality vellum that is foiled, so there's more sparkle here on this sparkly layout, and I'm pretty happy with where everything's going to go. So I'm just going to get my lamp on my clouds of smoke stuck in place. There you go. I've given myself there, by arranging the smoke in that way, I've given myself a nice little area that my photos can sit nicely. I'm just adding some layers behind the photos, and then I've got these buildings, like city buildings, embellishments too. I also have the little Ferris wheel. These are all kind of London icons to me, and they were in London, so this all works really perfectly. So yeah, I'm just kind of going through, fussy cut out some bits, and I'm just working out what can go where and what works for these photos, and if I want to add any other embellishments here or there. So I've got that Lovely Day sticker stuck to my hand because I want to incorporate that somewhere, but I'm just not entirely sure where. I wanted to bring in a bit of extra colour, and that reddish colour is really nice. It's in the coffee cup, and it's in the shine sticker that's on the right hand side. So I brought in that big banner as well, that looks really nice. That just brought in that extra pop of colour there. So that is being added there behind the photo. So there you go, that kind of lifted it a little bit, and that makes me happy with my photo cluster. So I'm just getting all of that stuck in place. I've managed to swap over the photos. They were the other way around, but it doesn't matter, it works just as well either way. I'm still trying to work out what to do with that lovely day sticker, because it was a lovely day. She had the time of her life that day. It was a great day. So yeah, just now I'm happy where everything is. I'm just getting everything stuck down. I'm going to utilise that bottom left corner as well, but I'm going to hopefully going to add my title down there. So at the moment it feels like this big gap down the bottom that needs filling, but I am going to fill it. I'm definitely going to fill it with my title, but I'm just getting everything else stuck in place. I keep moving that lovely day sticker around. I just can't figure out what to do with it. So it's now at the bottom of the photo there, and I'm just adding some little twiddles of silver thread, so it's more sparkly things on this layout. So this is a metallic silver thread. It's actually designed to go through a sewing machine. It's a We Are Memory Keepers thread. It's really lovely, and it's my favourite metallic thread. It doesn't unravel, which is the main benefit of such a thread, because all of the normal sparkly threads all kind of unravel and just look messy. So this one is my absolute favourite one. So coming in with some bits from the chipboard sheet. Some of the bits on the chipboard sheet and the stickers are sparkly, so adding those in. And now I'm trying to figure out what I can do for my title. So I want to really use A Whole New World, because that's the title from one of the Aladdin songs, of course. It was a bit of a whole new world for her, because she's never been to the theatre before. Not a big theatre anyway, in London, and she's never been to London before. She's never been on the train before, so it was all very, very exciting for her that day. So yeah, a whole new world. So I've used the word world from the Shimelle Sparkle City thickers. They're phrase thickers, so I've added that one in, and then I've used a whole new, or the word new is the other stickers from the Shimelle Sparkle City collection, and just some little letters I had left over from a different kit. So my title's in place. I'm really happy with my title. My lovely day sticker is stuck down. I think I'm going to leave it there, and I'm just carrying on adding in some other bits and pieces, icons and things. So I love the candy floss, or the spun sugar, or whatever it's called. Cotton candy, that's the what I was looking for. I've added that into the top, and I'm adding in some stars, and I added in some more stars at the top. I've added in some little label stickers, yeah, really just adding in lots of little details and bits and pieces to make my layout complete. So now coming in with much more sparkle, with some Spiegel Mum Scraps fabulous sequins. I'm sure these sequins must have been designed to go with this collection. They are just matched so perfectly. It's called Dose of Reality, and so it's by Spiegel Mum Scraps. So I'm just sticking all my sequins in place now. I use glossy accents and a paper piercing tool. Literally just put a small amount of glossy accents at the end of my paper piercing tool, pick up my sequin, move it out of the way, add some glue underneath it, and then pop it back in position. So that's the way I find is the best way to stick down my sequins. So yeah, just getting all of those stuck in place. I've added quite a few. You can see that I really extended the little cluster at the top there above the photos all the way up to the top of the paper. I did consider embellishing all of those little stars on the background from the glittery rain, but decided that might be a bit too much, as this layout ended up being pretty busy in the end. So just coming in with those lovely foiled shiny silver stars and circles from the Shimelle phrase thickers. Yeah, just making sure everything is stuck down. Just shook my layout there a little bit to make sure that I hadn't got any loose sequins. So now I'm coming in with some Shimmers paint. I think it's called No One's Chrome. It's Inklings paint, and it's silver and really, really lovely. So I've just added in some splatters using that paint, and just finally finishing off with some journaling. Okay, and that is me done. I'm going to call it done at that point. So thank you so very much for joining me today. I hope you're enjoying the Scraptember prompts so far. This is definitely my favourite one, Sparkle. I love it so much. I hope you enjoyed my video and will be inspired to create a very sparkly layout. Okay, so that was Nikki Rowland for Scraptember.